I found a really fun quote. Jesus promised his disciples three things: that they would be completely fearless, absurdly happy, and in constant trouble. But would it make any difference to you to know that God is not unhappy? Anybody? When you and I try to lock down how we see God, do we see him in our minds? God's angry a lot. He's probably in a terrible mood. I mean, look at all of what he has to see. And surely he is so disappointed. Disappointed really doesn't carry much weight, because for disappointment means you had an expectation that is not met. He already knows everything. So he can be unhappy with us, but disappointed, he knew exactly what you were going to do, and he knew exactly what I was going to do. And he sent his son to the cross anyway. And he loved us anyway. But I mean, what's his disposition like? Would it make any difference? I love this. Randy Alcorn writes this. I love this, quoting word for word. The logic is that since people are full of sin, God must be full of unhappiness. But this logic begins in the wrong place, with ourselves. We flatter ourselves. This was so humbling for me to read. We flatter ourselves by imagining we are the primary source of God's happiness, tilting him one way or the other by what we think, say, or do. Is that a revelation to anybody but me? He says, you know what, actually, when you think that you just make God, that all of us are just making God so unhappy, you flatter yourselves, he says. Because we're assuming that we have the power to dictate his disposition. I don't know about you, but I can't even express the gladness I have in knowing that I am not responsible for God's mood.